Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the Sports Ball Talk Show. Free
Hey.
money is what you clicked on this video for, and free money you will be given.
No. Last week was a little iffy just because it was a wonky week, but honestly, let's be honest here. Our predictions were pretty standard, I'd say, fair when it comes to that.
I'm up on the season. If you take my bets, you will be up on the season.
Just listen to
If
him.
you select the wrong ones, then that's not my fault, but I give you the
No.
right ones, and so if you bet on the right ones, you will make some money. Now, I have a few player prop parlays for Sunday.
Yeah, me too. Like we got a couple good ones. Do you want me to start? I got ones for the Dolphins.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me your Dolphins, the Eagles player prop parlay.
All right, so with all the Dolphins bets that I've been making this season, those are the ones that I seem to be making the most money on. I just know my team. So when it comes to the Dolphins, Tua over 1.5 touchdowns, that's an obvious one. Go get that one. I mean, Tua's fantastic.
He's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback, and with Jalen Waddle, Braxton Berrios, Tyreek, and everyone else that they have on that team, I mean, you might as well bet on them because they're gonna go ball out. Did they pick up Chase Claypool? I feel like they did. Bet on Mapletron. No. I kid you. I kid that one.
Whatever he is, bet the under.
He's not even an option on the app. That's the thing.
No.
And then I would also go with Tyreek. They really raised the bar to this game. Over 97 yards. I mean, Tyreek Hill is fantastic. I mean, it only takes 2 breakaway plays for him to get 70 and a couple dink and dunks for another 10 and whatnot. Tyreek's just fantastic. I would bet the over on that one. He's on pace to get over those 2,000 yards. He's motivated. He's healthy. He's been keeping himself healthy. Bet on Tyreek Hill. And then the last thing, Raheem Mostert, A-Chain's still out. Bet the over on the 12.5 carries. I mean, that's just a given. They're going to run the ball. It's the type of offense that we have. And Mostert's just been balling out. 3 touchdowns last week. That is just stupid. I lost a game because of that. I mean, and it's not just three touchdowns a week. It's like 3, then 2, then 3, then 2. Yeah, no, the guy is cracked. This is his best season yet. I think he's RB1 for the season.
Yep. It's either him, Zach Moss, or Kyron Williams. They've been bouncing between each other for the top 3, which is
And
not
C-Mac.
something
And
anyone
C-Mac.
wanted to say
Yeah, no.
before the beginning of the season. Figured that any of those 3 guys would be in the conversation
No.
for RB1, but they all 3 are. So
I mean, that's a $5 bet wins you $27. So I think it's a fair one.
yeah.
Yeah.
For my Eagles Dolphins parlay, went 2 legs. Mostert to have over 12 carries. I feel like that one's kind of obvious because A-Chain is still out. And 12.5 is like nothing for the number 1 rush offense in the league. Now to the number 1 pass offense of the league. I just have Tua having over 22 completions. I didn't really want to get risky with the receptions and who they're going to go to, but throwing and having 22 completions, I feel like is nothing for Tua at all. So those 2 parlayed, $5 wins you 16-20. Feels pretty easy. I always bet on the Falcons because I am addicted to them. So this week I have Bijan Robinson over 13 carries. That seems pretty free. He's been getting more and more of the load each week, and 13.5 is... He hit last week when I bet on the 13.5 for him, so take it again. Why not? The other one I parlay that with is Desmond Ridder to have over 9 rush yards. He's not as being used as a mobile quarterback in the same sense that Hurts and Lamar are, but he is a mobile quarterback. He is really good at scrambling and getting a first down if they're short, and 9 yards is basically nothing. So 5 wins you 17-25 on that one. Go win some money.
I might just do that. That's just a 2-leg?
Yep.
Oh, I might just do that.
Robinson over the attempts and then Ritter over the yards. I mean, that feels pretty free. It's plus 250 odds. I mean,
Yeah.
it's easy money. And then I bet 2 on the Chiefs-Chargers game because that's going to be the game of the week, I think. First one is Mahomes to have over 37 attempts and 26 completions. I love parlaying the attempts and completions together because if they're going to hit one, they're likely going to hit the other one.
Right.
And they don't worsen the odds. So $5 returns me $12. So I'm over 2xing my money. That feels pretty easy. My other one that I bet for that one is Justin Herbert to have over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Once again, feels pretty easy with a pass-heavy offense. He hits that most weeks. And then number 2 is Kadarius Toney over 28 receiving yards. I've only bet on this one a couple times this season, but he's hit it every time.
Right.
He's the number 1 wide receiver in the Chiefs offense, and as much as he sucked in week 1, he's been good otherwise. So 28
he's been
yards
all
is nothing for him. He can get that in 2-3 catches, which he gets nearly every week. So those two, $5 wins you $17.40. Once again, feels pretty easy. So those are my 4 two-leg player props for Sunday. And then just for fun, I also bet on the Falcons and Packers winning. $5 returns me $20. I wouldn't recommend that one as much just because I want the Falcons to win, so I bet on them. And then I think the Packers are going to win, and that one has a close spread, so that felt like some decent money for what I consider a pretty easy win for the Packers. So
Fair enough.
those are mine, and those are yours.
And I got one more, actually.
Ooh,
Ravens, Lions. All right, so I got Jared Goff throwing 2 tutties. Now, here's the thing. With Monty out, they're not going to be running it as much. I feel like Baltimore's a little bit better against the run as well. So that's not going to be something that the Lions are going to be doing much. Not with Craig Reynolds. Craig Reynolds is a great running back, but he's not as bulky as Monty. That being said, 2 passing tutties by Jared Goff. Jared Goff has been crazy accurate. They have Jameson Williams now. Jameson Williams is ready to burn whoever the hell comes his way. And then you have Sam Laporta and then Josh Reynolds and Amon-Ra, Sun God. I mean, here's the thing. They're all great. They're all fantastic pass catchers. Jahmyr Gibbs is in. He's bound to throw a tutty, okay? Even if it's a screen pass for a touchdown, the Lions are on crack. So I have that. I also have Sam Laporta going over 41 yards, and I also have
Sam Laporta's been crazy this
It's
season.
fantastic. I mean, he had an off week last week, so he's definitely going to bounce back this week. And it's not even that bad of an off week. The Buccaneers did great at covering him. So with that in mind, and then Zay Flowers, he's Lamar's number 1 target. He's targeted at least 10 times a game. 10 times. I could see that going for a decent amount of yardage, 55 yards for him. So I have Goff, Laporta, and Zay Flowers. I feel like I have one more. Oh, yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs to get 20 receiving yards. He's a pass-catching back. Now, don't get me wrong. They'll have him run, but Jahmyr is explosive. He's had time to rest, and if he's playing, yeah, dink and dunk to him, quick slant pass, and just watch him get the yardage. He's just explosive. So, I mean, 20 yards isn't asking for much. 2, 3, 4 receptions for 5 to 7 yard chunks. I could see him get it. $5 wins you 67. So
That's a pretty stacked, thick parlay.
it's a little thicker, being a 4-leg, but I normally I go even thicker than just 4. But that's a pretty fair and reasonable 4-leg, I would argue. And I mean, that's going to be a high octane game. Both teams are going to definitely try to march down the field as much as possible. Revenge game. I think the Lions really want to devour some Ravens.
I do too, especially the Ravens being perceived as one of the top teams in the AFC.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a Super Bowl preview, but it could be. Ravens are 4-2, Lions
Right.
are 5-1, so it'll be a good game nonetheless. But thank you for watching.
very excited.
Go take some money out of the pockets of sports books by betting on these because they are usually right when you take our advice.
Yeah.
Win some coin.
Yeah, we want you guys to win.
Have some
We
fun.
look out for y'all. So yeah, it's time to make some money. So stay frosty, my friends. Like and subscribe.